Welcome back, everybody, here to your ESL 1 Genting 2017, European qualifier coverage. I'm Toby Wannabeam with you through the whole way, and we're back here for game number 2 of Liquid versus Finem. It's a long day, but luckily we are not alone. I am joined by Knoxville. Welcome back for game 2, man.
Hello. I just had something very, very hot as a snack, and my god, my eyes are watering. But
Are we talking hot as in temperature or as in curry?
no, as in curry, as in very spicy. Woo! Okay, but oh, okay. Could have done something very quickly, which I was going to actually talk about. They banned up the bounty hunter. They've given in to maybe next time and just said, okay, we're not having any of this.
Please.
I think that was a good adjustment.
Please no more. Please no more. Except now you're going to let through potentially, well, I look for the Drow, I look for the OD.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of the other combos which are very easy to pick up, which are available. And Team Liquid is one of the 2 or 3 heroes which GH got to be playing. He's been playing so far. The IO pickup for them, and Finem didn't even wait their picks. IO came and it's like, yep, we don't care. Darkseer, Riki, we're good.
Yeah, like I said in the previous game, Riki's a substitute for maybe next time's bounty hunter, and obviously you can't ban bounty hunter Riki. That's just like ludicrous given how many very top tier heroes there are right now.
It's amazing too how much Darkseer has found his way back into the meta. Combinations with Slark, Spirit Breakers. I know during the qualifiers, Fox and I were debating about just how good Darkseer is, because we were both like that saying it takes forever for him to actually get any level of engagement. Like it takes forever for him to get his mech, for his blink dagger, for his arcane boots. All these things just take so long, and now he just seems to be like an enabler for these aggressive fours.
The thing is that also Matsumaman plays a lot of core melee heroes, so Darkseer's always going to get an okay matchup in that situation, always going to be able to harass, put some pressure there, keep his support there, and keeping support sticky is a very important thing. But I like the IO pick here. I think it's going to complement whatever goes mid for Miracle. And what's also nice is that both GH God has played it for Liquid, and obviously Kuro's a very experienced Wisp player. Like top 5 in terms of games played of all the Wisp players in the world.
We'll see if it's going to get to be his this time around. Finem, if it's not broken, don't try and fix it. The Warlock pickup now comes in. It could be a support, or it could be a core. I'm assuming it'll be more of a support. The only issue I have is Finem are running a little low on stuns.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, normally when you play it as a core, you play it mid.
5
and
seconds remaining.
I can't recall in recent times seeing a Thug Warlock. I might be wrong. I think.
I have no recollection.
I don't think he's actually ever played it in a pro game, so I'd be very surprised by that.
We assume it'll be a support Warlock then. Darkseer off lane, Riki roaming wherever the hell he wants to, but can be buffed up by the Darkseer. Yeah. Team Liquid, it's also more than likely going to be a core Nyx, a mind control Nyx.
Yeah. I think it was okay in the last game. I mean, got caught out a lot, but I think his play was pretty good. It was just the trend of the game that things were going bad. Early gems came out for Finem.
Yeah. I think also that BKB kind of screwed with him a little bit, because he finished up his blink dagger and then he couldn't actually jump initiate. The rest of Finem were too strong for him.
Yeah, and what's also nice, Nyx Assassin against Darkseer, you guarantee to get the stun if you just run near something that he's put shell on. In the same way that Batrider, against Batrider, you would just run in the Firefly. So yeah, we're missing 2 cores for Finem probably, and we're missing a support and 2 cores for Liquid. Generally, this is how we see teams drafting at the moment. More often than not, it's a support and a core in the first phase. That's like probably 80-85% of all games, unless there's something ludicrous that's left in the pool.
And then they just try and, well, I suppose it's the easiest way to do it, right? Like you can pick a support and a core which doesn't get instantly counted in the first phase. Yeah.
And it's also versatile. Like we know Nyx Assassin can play as a core and as a support. Wow, Tiny coming out here. This is a hero that Miracle played yesterday, and it was absolutely insane. They were getting destroyed in the early game by Imperial, and all of a sudden they just started winning team fights, and Miracle's Tiny went out of control. I think it's like pretty much single-handedly
10 seconds
like
remaining.
won them that game.
I'm interested to see if you'll have the same kind of result in this game.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Like, it looks a lot.
Reserve time.
It's very stable for Finem with what they've drafted.
Yeah.
Their team fight's amazing. Their damage is awesome. Their scouting is really good. They're gonna have a lot of heal to work with and a lot of sustain. Even through Spirit Siphon, that Death Prophet's gonna be difficult to kill. But the magical burst damage has to be enough to
10
get through whatever
seconds
Death Prophet's
remaining.
got.
Yeah, and Death Prophet also a
5
hero that
seconds remaining.
Finem have drafted quite a lot of recently, almost always Thug playing in the mid lane, as you would expect. And I mean, they beat Liquid with this exact, with it in the Boston Major qualifiers. Like it was pretty out of control. I think it was 7 or 8 kills, and it only died 10 times. I mean, it only died like 2 times. So yeah, it's going to be trying, I think, here for them.
Huge enabler now drafted up for Kuro.
5
With the
seconds
Omni.
remaining.
A lot of saving
I'm-
grace. A lot of difficulty for Riki to jump in close.
Not necessarily. We've actually also seen Mind Control play Omni in the off lane,
Liquid's turn to
Mm.
pick.
so that could be an adjustment.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can be pretty sure that Ursa is going to be played
Safe. That's Matumba's.
as a core.
Yes. Yeah. Tiny and Ursa most definitely call. Nyx Assassin, Omni-Knight question marks there.
10 seconds
Uh,
remaining.
Nice for Diaside just to slip in, grab Roshan, then look for
5
the new
seconds
fights.
remaining.
Adfinem doesn't have an
Yeah.
easy way to contest that because that's kind of like the downside about Darkseer, right? You don't have that
Reserve
jump and
time.
initiation. They've got amazing AOE. Like they got really fantastic AOE.
I wonder what we're going to see Adfinem pick here now as their core. They don't want to go melee because a melee hero against Tiny and Ursa doesn't seem like a optimal play.
Yeah, they need to be able to kite out Team Liquid. Probably would have preferred something more like having a disruptor support, but I suppose Warlock's ulti's gonna just have to do.
Yeah, Luna's also like quite squishy.
Okay.
This is, I think, something that Liquid are actually very happy with. What is quite nice is that Lifestealer can do something unusual, like go Diffusal Blade if Riki doesn't have a good start, as a way to deal with the Omni-Knight.
I'm just kind of liking this from the approach of Adfinem, where Adfinim's like, well, okay, you guys have this. Let's not draft to try and counter and kite. Like, Lifestealer just jumping instead of Riki, it's the thing that Team Liquid always used to do. It was the courier. Like, Riki was merely just like a cab driver for the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Deliver to location, get an instant pop, and you can go onto heroes like Io, kill or Omni-Knight and kill them up before the fight really even begins.
Yeah, once again, I think this is like fundamentally 2
10
different
seconds remaining.
styles or archetypes of draft. You have Team Liquid who want to make pick off, they
5
have a
seconds
lot of
remaining.
burst damage, they want to go in and quickly kill. Whereas Adfinem want to have big team fights. They've got Darkseer, they've got Warlock, they've got Death Prophet. They want to force team fights by forcing objectives. And yeah, Liquid want to do the opposite. They want to stay mobile. They want to be the rats. They want to make lots of pickoffs.
Let's check out our lanes because it's a little bit more than just the orthodox lanes. They're going to switch it up a little bit and send Mind Control to the top lane as the next assassin. And we have mid Io as well as Tiny together. That brings our off lane Matumbaman with a little bit of support from Kuro, unless they want to try and switch it up as well. But for the moment, they're just going to try and secure runes. I was actually waiting for Liquid to do the old school trick, put the Io on the cliff and then try and toss when you contest the rune. And you end up cliffing a hero. But it looks like they're not going to go for such shenanigans. Thug has to check it. So just in case they're doing a level 1 Roshan.
30 seconds to battle.
And how's AF's lanes looking? So it's a lot more standard Skylark on the off lane. Maybe next time roaming. They're going to put Thug in the mid lane as the Death Prophet. And then Madara safe lane with a little bit of help from the Warlock of Spartan.
Yeah, he's gotten 2 sets of tangos already, knowing that just needs to get farming very quickly, and his supports are going to try to do a good job at zoning and keeping him safe.
Battle begins.
Does someone actually want to give Thug some tangos?
I don't know if Adfinem actually expect this laning situation.
Oh, there we go. Tyler gave him some tangos. I don't know if Adfinem are really going to be like thrown off by it. Like, the Ursa could do a lot, but you've still got a Warlock in the lane. So it would require like Madara to kind of overextend in the lane. And they're gonna sing it now as maybe next time sits on the lane, and yep, there's Kuro, as well as Matumba.
Yeah, this dual lane can get things done. As long as they don't die early on, and they keep things running good here, this will be a fine lane for them.
Look, they're just abandoning the creep wave. Yeah, screw CS. Actually send Madara to the front lines and try and harass out Kuro and Matumba. They're gonna drop the Dire Sentry Wars, now they see maybe next time.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering what's the most efficient way for Kuro to deal with Shadow Word. If it's actually like Repel or Purification.
No, I think you have to go Purification 1 level.
He probably wants it anyway just for the damage, but like right now they just try and close the distance onto Spartan, and okay, yeah, Kuro's gonna have to skill something very soon. He's already dropping too low. Amazing how much damage Shadow Word does.
They're just trying to harass him, so he's forced to use Purification defensively, and as a result, it means that Matumba can't move forward. But saying that, he is actually going to go in here and try.
Yeah, but maybe next time they see it. First spot goes the way of the earth, and then Purification from Kuro does the damage to maybe next time. And Madara, not his dream. The patience pays off for Matumba.
Yeah, and meanwhile in the top lane, it's just Nyx and Darkseer, just pretty even. GH God gonna make a bit of a bottle run, helping Miracle out where he can here.
Yeah, that top lane's gonna be pretty even trade for a while. No one should really go down there. Miracles maybe could be looking for a moment against Thug, but you always have to toss him back at range of the town. It's the bottom lane where the action is.
Yeah.
With Matumba looking for kills. The Earthshock's slow. Combine that up with like his Furious Swipes. He actually went for an early point up in Overpower. So just going for this 1-1-1 across the board. With a Purification from Kuro, they can get some really nice surprise kills.
Yeah, Overpower's nice because if you stand and start defending and fighting, then it lets you just turn fights around. You have to just have a lot of trust in your Omni Knights to heal you and keep you going and repel you at the right time.
Yeah, look at the confidence as well of Kuro. Like, Tasha go put up a degen aura. Like, completely screws going to point up repel with boots up as well. Just rotate over and actually contest maybe next time. Thug in mid lane, looks like Miracle. Almost getting it. No, Miracle! Whoops.
I only caught the end of that, I didn't see exactly what happened.
So basically, they initiated in on the Death Prophet. Did as much burst damage as they possibly could, but the Spirit Siphon was up, and this is allowing Death Prophet to survive. At the last moment, he gets a Crypt Swarm off, ends up killing Miracle, and had his attack in the mid-air. As Io kills the Death Prophet, the attack from each other managed to hit. So Thug ends up getting a double kill, and the experience from 1.
Yeah, he's a full level ahead of Miracle right now. Getting the kill before he dies, pretty massive. First kill at least.
Kuro's contesting for the root. Not gonna get it. He knows it because he was getting body blocked the entire time. Matumba, oh boy, there's 2 swipes. He's got the movement speed on Madara. It'll take maybe 1 more hit. He can't do it. He's actually dying to the fatal bonds on the creep wave. So Spartan will kill off Matumba when Kuro was too far away because he was dealing with maybe next time.
He didn't have mana until now either. They had such a good start. If they just kept the momentum going, they kept the pressure up like they were doing there. Riki gonna just deny themselves to rush, nice and easy. Maybe next time with the suicidal tendencies.
And Madara finally is going to have some movement speed advantage against Matumba. He's picked up phase boots on this life stealer. Miracle. Well, that Sentry Ward's going to be scanning out maybe next time, so he knows the extra support's come in for Thug. Skylark's doing a long run into the Dire jungle. A nice, very defensive Observer Ward up from Team Liquid, trying to protect their stacks. So now they move over. Mind Control, she started with Spike Carapace, but there was no Iron Shell on the Darkseer. So Miracle with the toss, they'll end up killing off the Darkseer. The Iron Shell still... Oh, maybe next time! Does he survive? They have detection. No, they don't. They still have a toss. Maybe next time down to 83. But they need the detection. He leaves an observer ward behind just to mock them.
That's so cheeky.
While on bottom lane, Matumaman chasing after Spartan. Should be able to find this kill quite easily. One more poor swipe at the bear will do the work. Kuro couldn't catch up to Madara, but kill is a kill.
Yeah, important that the supports have got their boots. I mean, still getting the kill there was Matumba, but Warlock has his boots. He can try to keep the distance as big as possible. If somebody gets close, he's going to kill you. Now he's got phase boots up.
So basic boots won't be enough. Maybe next time still watching all these stacks.
My stealth.
Well, nice result once again.
Yeah, Miracle's now a level and a half, level 7 already. It's just a testament to IO taking some experience in your lane, and also that those kills didn't help out.
It was the only way I think that lane is meant to work. You have to run the door lane, you have to take the sacrifice, and then you get most of it back by focusing on your jungle stacks.
Skylark gonna dodge the gank. I like this ward over here, very unusual to see this as a dire team so early on to put this ward in the high ground, but yeah. But they need to make sure that...
Oh, maybe next time! Testing the stack, the observer ward he prepared before allows him to kill off the IO, and with the help from Skylark. Oh, can he get himself in range? Support's coming in from Mind Control. Spy Carapace. He's looking for the Impel Stun. Not the easiest thing to land, but he's going to get it down with the toss. The damage is still... Oh, he's really surviving through this. They lose the Tani. They lose the Nyx Assassin. And Thug is in so deep. He tries to get that Spirit Siphon out, and Kuro Repel is enough to save him with the Crypt Swarm. And now Io also brings in the Tether. As much support as they can, but another Spirit Siphon. One more attack on the Siphon. Final point of damage. The Purification from Kuro. It keeps GH alive until the Crypt Swarm from Thug. It was a double damage rune. Maybe next time he's here to help out. Have to TP. Miracle's going to find him in the nick of time, and this is so big for Miracle. He gains a full level from ending the killing spree of Thug.
Also cheeky by Thug, like he got juked like with a nice repel on the high ground from Kuro. Just wants to get that kill on the Wisp so much. He just walks back high ground, throws him out. I don't know if you could see it, but Death Prophet, because she has so many cosmetics, she's really blue. But the double damage was doing so much work for her in that fight.
I only realized it when I looked at the buff at the end of the fight, man. It was...
Yeah, it was so much, like you just saw chunking happening on the IO there.
Man, Liquid. How do you even feel safe on your map when you're dying underneath your tier 3 tower when you're 8 minutes into the game?
Yeah, and you're not playing against Na'Vi. If you're playing against Na'Vi, you're like, okay.
If you're playing against Na'Vi, you'd have a better chance of winning right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, maybe next time is being quite a pain in the butt. GH has only got one option to try and look for maybe next time, and that's by putting these balls out at max range, changing him up so he sees if he can just get a little bit of a nibble.
Yeah. The thing is that they still don't have any detection on the Wisp or on the Nyx, so invisibility is invulnerability in this game.
How do you even run the detection? The chance of you losing it right now is just so high. Dust and Sentries is it, but that's really expensive for a team that still hasn't taken a tier 1 tower. Mind Control's trying to chase after Madara, but Madara's already out of here.
Yeah, they have a nice Sentry ward, Observer ward.
Miracle.
Yeah, so as soon as they saw the support...
Maybe next time, he body blocked him! It only took 1 second of body block time, but it allowed Thug to get in range to get the Spirit Siphon off, and then there was just no more movement speed. Kuro will drop the sentry down, but it's a little too late. If he had that before, he could have tossed the Riki away.
And Matumba's heading in towards Rush, and that's probably going to be a story of this game, is who controls the Rush, but Dire with a huge, massive natural advantage, but... and the better heroes.
Coming over, he's got Rock available. If he wants to drop that one in, Mind Control, he's still got Spy Carapace. Mind Control's going to leave the pit, he's got Vendetta in 1 second time. And now he'll go Invis, triggers the salve as well. Wants to walk away, no detection being dropped down by any of AF.
And none of them actually have any detection. So, Nyx and Bounty Hunter, Nyx and Riki are going to be just having a ball.
Free to do what they want. Well, looks like mid lane's preparing again. This time, maybe next time he's going to realize it can be vision in a moment.
Oh, nice stun over there by mind control.
Ooh. Yeah, Skylark's in trouble. He's still got raindrops trying to protect him, but he can't protect him from that physical damage. And then Riki dies in the mid lane as well.
Yeah, one of the few places where Sentry was placed earlier, finally paying off, getting that kill.
Well, this game looks a hell of a lot closer than our first game. Each team have a lot of things to work with. Team Liquid's core, the big one, which you said in Dream League performed wonderfully. The Miracle Tiny.
Yeah, just when it was started off pretty slow actually, like very bad, and then okay, and then all of a sudden there were 2 team fights, and he went out of control. And yeah, Kuro getting a couple of levels in the top lane. Yeah, one thing I have to say about the last time I saw Kuraki play Omni Knight was his Guardian Angel wasn't used as effectively as it could have been. Maybe there was something that we didn't understand, like no one understood, like none of the casters understood, and I also, I was a bit baffled by it, but it was just, yeah, it wasn't timed that well. Oh, Kuro taking a lot of damage here. Maybe next time. So strong. Being able to vacuum back into that wall. Devastating.
I was actually watching the engagement down on bottom. We managed to catch the end of Kuro dying too. Both Miracle as well as Mind Control were looking for a quick opening.
Yeah.
And they were chasing down the life stealer, but he raised at the perfect time as Miracle tried to throw out his combo, which he now uses on Spartan. The fist will be enough. Thug wants to try and battle this on with a jump forward. It's a Nyx Assassin. I don't know, Nyx Assassin, a life stealer popping out through the Infest. Gives you more than enough burst damage to kill off the IO, and Tani and Nyx Assassin couldn't do anything about it. In fact, Nyx Assassin, Invis run away. I think Skylark could do about this. But it looks like Madara wants to slip over, and potentially they could take Roshan before Liquid are capable of doing so. You can commit Exorcism. And Madara's already got his armlet up and running, so yeah, Liquid, they need to get down here right now. Roshan's their path to victory, but they don't really have enough to fight with. Skylark's going to move over, the FA detection. Now the back actually interrupting the rock. The golem drops, a little bit of spill damage, but it buys time. Madara has the Aegis, the Immortal. Liquid didn't get in, but maybe now Mataman can mop up the pieces. If only he had teammates to work with, maybe next time manage to bring down Mind Control. The Avalanche toss will break the Aegis. Thug comes in with the end of his Exorcism. The damage output already the Earth's quite high. Purification. Earth is going to return it. And raging up, looking for more kills. Overwhelming odds, making it difficult for Muerta to get any kind of positioning. The tether up. Oh, it just wasn't enough from G-God. He couldn't get there in time. And now maybe next time, once again, able just to find the openings. Position after position, and Team Liquid are forced out of the pit.
Yeah, Kuro's actually so poor, he doesn't even have arcane boots. So you got like one spell off there, one heal, one repel, and that's it.
Probably just has to go in for a soul ring, so at least he's got some kind of sustain.
Yeah, he needs something.
He's bought
that
a
fight
stick.
That fight could have been a lot different if he just had more mana. Like 1 or 2 more heals would have been really huge. You saw how well Liquid backed out there and then waited and re-engaged at the right time. Matsumaman did a huge amount of damage and very, very powerful that he doesn't have to go BKB this game. At least early on, he's going to have the repel.
They finally found Thug. There's a relocate which is prepared to come as well. At the same time, maybe next time jumps in again. Thug so low on life, the avalanche and toss, it doesn't kill him. The Shadow Word's there from Spartan, and now they turn it. Liquid, this was meant to be their kill on their terms. The relocate. Be able to drag him out in the nick of time, but that is not the gank they wanted with a relocate. They want to have a successful one.
And lucky to get out without losing anyone. They're going bottom straight away, try to bring down Madara. He is farming here, seems everything's safe, but yeah, he's going to be cautious. That's a good decision.
Yeah, they need him to come in range of the creep wave and in range of the tower. That's why they're letting the creep wave push in so fast. I don't know if you're really going to catch him in an armlet toggle. Also don't think that burst damage is enough to kill off Madara.
Yeah, just after the draft, we spoke a little bit about the wombo combo that Finem has here, the vacuum into rock and the death prophet ulti going. But the Riki Cloud has actually been super effective so far. Just vacuuming Cloud, keeping everyone silenced. Very, very strong in these fights that we've seen so far.
Mind Control finds an opening. It's going to be Spartan. And this is something they needed. 28. And one last punch is enough to bring down. And oh no. Tiny. They need more life. They don't have it. The Spirit Cypher can make it impossible for Matoma to get out of here. It's enraged, can't stop that much damage. And what, is he really going to relocate out of this? He's got to do the TP trick. That's the only way he survives this. Waste a little bit of time. 3, 2, too late.
He's done for.
Interesting that he'd still commit relocate as opposed to just accepting the fact that he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be only on cooldown for 40 seconds after, and it wastes 2 heroes' time for 10 seconds. Not completely ridiculous.
Nice sentry ward in mid, already prepared for Mind Control to move on him. Miracle. Well, he'll come into the lane. Mind Control. There's no way he can possibly know that. But his movement is the reason why Spartan backed out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, at least he'll get up to top lane now.
I think Kuro might be pretty close
Good
to getting...
sentry.
Yeah. Oh, there
Really good sentry. Able to find the Riki. Dust and executes him with the Vendetta.
A lovely sentry, and also like good awareness, like walking top, putting the sentry down. You know, he had a feeling that Mind Control was. Oh, sorry, that maybe next time was hovering around here, and that gives Kuro his arcane boots, which is very, very important, I think.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Liquid down.
Might see him go Guardian Angel at 10 and 11.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And we'll see what he wants to do for now, Thug. I movement speed from his face, boots in your scepter doesn't allow him to get in range of Miracle. Which looked to be his target of choice.
And what's interesting, we haven't seen a lot of pressure by Liquid on any of the towers. None of the towers below kind of 2/3 to a half health. Meanwhile, they've lost 2 towers, and the mid tower is on a 1/3 health. Kind of what you'd expect with Death Prophets, but like no resistance from Liquid's team.
It's so hilarious that like all that damage they did and the towers they brought down, like almost none of them were because of Exorcism.
Yeah.
Like the only Exorcism we saw used was over near Roshan.
Roshan.
Dire's structures are
At least Kuro's now finally got some mana with the Arcane Boots. That was the thing he bought himself after they killed the Riki on the top lane. Miracle's waiting for the jump. He could potentially toss the target back over to Kuro. That would allow Matoma just to rip him apart. But the pings are coming. They can see Miracle sitting in the tree line. I think Miracle knows the fact that he revealed himself too. So the tower about to go down. They're holding on to it. What am I? Is that Spartan triggering the rock?
Yeah. It's cancelling the rock. Probably like the second most annoying thing after Zeus ulti being cancelled.
Had a
And
sound.
SF ulti. Oh my god, that is the worst. That brings back memories of the Frankfurt Major, where we had one of the guys from Unknown was doing it. I can't remember if it was Katara, but that was really funny.
Oh, they brought me the friends clapping theme with the Zeus, so I'm not going to be sad about the animation cancel on the Zeus ulti at least. Okay, there's still a lot of pressure being applied to the mid.
Maybe next time.
Liquid are refusing to initiate. They've got to relocate into this fight, but it's already maybe too late. Kuro is down. The relocate was used, and Io actually cancelled. He's like, well, I don't want to fight this. Cancel the tether, so Io will lose his life relocating in. So
Yeah,
Liquid,
God, not like this.
Liquid definitely had the desire to fight around them, but the second they lost Kuro, they said the fight wasn't going to happen. So he had to cancel it. He has to leave Miracle behind.
Yeah, so Miracle's actually only played like 5 games on Tiny ever, and he's won 4, lost 1. And every game he goes Blink Dagger and Shadow Blade, like without fail.
Well, every game he may not die like this. Who's that TP coming in? Madara, they have no stuns available. So very smart TP out by Miracle. Actually pinging to try and have a crack at the mid. Mind Control doesn't have his Blink Dagger up. So there's no that easy jump forward to stun.
It's pretty weird though. Gonna be going Shadow Blade and you're on a team with a Nyx Assassin. It's not inefficient, but just you know.
Oh, it's all about the plan, man. Like, trying to get AF to buy a gem so then they can take it and counter the Riki Maru. You think about it, like, does AF actually want to carry a gem in this game? They got
No,
so
definitely.
many ways they could be bursted down if they're caught unawares.
The thing is also, once you have a gem, you kind of feel compelled to group up or protect it, be around it. Whereas they want to do that, but they also want to fight with 4 and have 1 farming. Like Madara only wants to come in on like the important fights, game-winning fights. Doesn't necessarily want to be there every single time. He's pretty farmed up though. Nearly at the 10k mark. 21 minutes.
Going into trade zone, they're not fighting that tier 2 tower this time around. Miracle, well, he's at range of that observer ward. Range of any of the heroes, so it's a tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, so Tomlin's going to try and bring down. Nyx actually gets the last hit on it. The 2 that Mind Control is skipping his blink.
Important tower though, like it provides a resource that's very good at defending a jungle, as does the mid tier 2, but like you say, Liquid are okay with trades because they have such high mobility. They got the IO, they've got the Nyx assassin who's going to be making ganks and going to be going for a blink dagger a bit later. I like his itemization now, going straight for the Ags, knowing that at Finem are going to want to come high ground and pressure them very soon.
And then it's all about Liquid just holding the ground, you get some good harassment out, you get a good stun, and then you... It's AF positioning. Like, if AF's positioning is going to be really good, then Liquid may not be able to hold their high ground.
I mean, ideally we want to see... Liquid want to see pickups happening before like the group up actually happens. They want to constantly keep them getting picked off. Don't want to go high ground 4v5.
Mind Control, like, in a way, he's so lucky that he didn't get scouted out just then. He already had the Obs and Sentry down, so they can see maybe next time walking around, thanks to Liquid putting down some good aggressive vision. But they may not understand the fact that Liquid, that AF are currently doing Roshan with none of the tier 1 towers being defended. They may have worked it out already. But what's the best thing you can do? Just find a good trade. If you can find 2 tier 1 towers, maybe even some damage to a tier 2 tower. But this Roshan, which is like they're having to use exorcism as well to bring this thing down. They finally do it, but the jump comes on mid. Quick tricks to the trade from Riki, gets him away from the earth. The rocks will drop too. Fatal bonds connect them up. Enrage can't be done yet. The Guardian Angel from Batalma is still dying. There goes your Enraged Thug. Dual steps him up. He'll go for another Spirit Siphon in a second. Batalma goes down to a base attack. You look to the top lane. Do you get a kill over on the earth stuff? Whoopity-doo-dah. Miracle is pushing in the top lane to the tier 3 tower. The IO already TP'd back, however. So did Miracle. So they're trying to be ready to fight as opposed to adding pressure to the tier 3 tower. Force AF to think about retreating.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer though. Finem definitely going to be defending here. Ulti is... Prophet is on cooldown and for Warlock. So they're going to have a 2-minute window now where Liquid can kind of do what they want. But Liquid are going to have to be quite cautious as well because their aggressive wards are in very key areas that, you know, like Finem just going off map for a bit of time would make them really, really scared about where they are.
Maybe next time he's looking for some kind of opening. He understands now there's a sentry ward next to the Dire Secret Shop. It's the fact that his obs got dewarded. Miracle will slip over the river. Oh, he knows there's no one to find though.
Yeah, Lifestealer revealed bottom and a scan coming out. They want to make a pick off. If they get Lifestealer now, it would be great.
Kuro walked into that scan. Well, they can fight around the Obs and Sentry a little bit further to the west. That'll be more of the dream for the Team Liquid. Yep, they see Madara poked his head through the tree lines. Now the ball slap into his face too. Miracle waiting for the right time. Now goes for the first punch. Then the hit breaks the Aegis and looks to get away. There's a haste room for the Iron, but he gets purged off straight away. Just does a quick tether and TP. Is there a stun? No, there's not. Nothing more was available. Kuro will get his TP out, and beautiful play by GH.
Skylock actually forced stuff maybe next time. I don't know if it would have done anything, but he was like 1 or 2 hits away from killing Io there. I think that it actually pushed him out of range to get the second hit in, but it was so close.
All Thug gets scattered too. First hit on Vendetta and the follow-up Sun. Skylark trying to run in there to give the mech to heal, but now it's the Diffuser Blade charge of Matumberman, which will do the work. We've already got 3 swipes. Madara fights into mind control. Spy cameras won't protect you when he's raged up like that. The Matumberman's quite happy to find this. He just wants as many swings as possible. Toss him in deeper, and they actually blink out. Skylark, it won't be enough. The investment in science, so Madara will reveal himself in the death of the Darkseer. Maybe next time we'll be able to escape after picking off, well, nothing on the back line actually. Nyx just died.
That's exactly what Finem didn't want to happen. They want to keep grouped up, and Liquid are just trying to split them up and make the plays like that. It means items like Mechanism are less effective. It means the whole spell synergy that Finem have is less effective, and Liquid very fortunate there to have the
Please go for it! Floor gets the rock down at least. But he dies so quickly, there was no fatal bond, so now the golem just becomes food for Miracle. And Team Liquid going from strength to strength.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, cooldowns are pretty short, so it's going to be a tier 2 tower and then probably back. Actually, they're not even going to get to tier 2.
Oh, I actually have to correct myself. He did actually get the fatal bonds off in time. There was just no damage that ever triggered it. Oh.
Yeah, gold advantage now is only about 3,000 over Finem. Was up to about 8,500 a few minutes ago.
Finem need to do something about this, but they also have to wait. They need Chaotic Offering to come back off cooldown. In lack of stuns, they need to get the perfect combination with Skylark, and they also just lost your courier. What did that have over on it? It had the plate mail. It had the plate mail of Madara. Hearing the smoke. And it's only Skylark and Spartan who are affected by this. Riki obviously doesn't care that much, but maybe they care about Thug's movements.
Yeah, Finem are just gonna try put a bit of pressure mid, get the Liquid heroes grouped up, force them to react, and then try cut them up as they're trying to retreat. But Liquid are having none of it. They're just gonna push top. 2 of them and they're able to relocate in. Miracle's looking for a pick off somewhere. Echo Saber really does increase his burst so much. The wraparound.
It's crazy how much farm 2 Mind Control's managed to find. Like, currently he's burrowed up. You see a stun like that come, you know exactly where he is. And he starts his TP while being burrowed. The back will cancel it. He gets out as well, finally revealing off with the dust. The Nyx Assassin relocate! GH pulls Mind Control all the way home. And do they want to fight? Miracle's hanging around. The tether gets separated. Miracle's just staying close enough that now the silence, the smoke screen, perfect on the IO. GH will not be able to tether over to Miracle.
Yeah, they weren't looking to fight unless Finem did something ridiculous like only leave 1 or 2 heroes there to make the kill. Miracle was just trying to provide a way out. He has a lot of mobility, Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger. So, low risk for him to get picked off.
He's hunting a kill. Warlock's just on the other side of the tree line, but doesn't see that. Instead, they see Matumberman, who dies very, very quickly. The Avalanche of Miracle tries to create some space, but Skylark gets the damage in. There was 1 second left on that Blink Dagger of Miracle before he get out, and he thought his Shadow Blade would protect him, and it won't. Sentry Ward revealed him.
Yeah, pretty hilarious because none of them actually have true sights. So if he wasn't within exact range of the sentry that was placed here, he would have been fine.
And that sentry only went down, I think, because it was part of the dewarding.
Yeah. And all the aggressive wards that Liquid managed to place in the last while have been taken down except for one. This one over here by closer towards their base in the mid tier 2.
But Liquid lose vision. Very hard to go for the ganks. AF are now staring down the mid lane, but it is an Aghanim Scepter Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, he's got a gem as well now.
Yeah, it was the one purchased up by the IO. And he still hold on to his own money. But they have to fortify. Issue of that exorcism. At least Madara now is almost completely out of mana. Here's a blade on the Ursa, a little bit too deep in. GA trying to save him as again Spartan tempts the fate of the rock. But they're barely
like
exorcism is
Omni's Omni's Lotus Orb is excellent in this position.
Who's that really meant to be countering though?
Siphon Soul, like anything which slows him down. Siphon Soul is, I think, the key thing here, because not only does it take damage and work through GA, but it's also, you know, that's what's going to get you killed, and that's also what allows the Death Prophet to stay alive.
And Liquid went so heavily on it's been maybe 20 seconds. They've pushed straight up through the mid. After AF has Exorcism on cooldown, they still have Chaotic Offering.
Yeah. I mean, 5.5% of max HP. So
maybe next time he's visible. Skylark, the back, the rock with the bonds! Team Liquid, they can't repel damage of that magnitude. Mind control, at least it's a purification out from Kuro. He'll start his TP, but Gem of True Sight is lost. Liquid lose almost their entire team, with only the Fuzzy Wuzzy surviving. And this is a ticket to go down mid, a 50-second window before Liquid can be back at full strength. That might have just cost them the game.
Yeah, another important thing to notice about Lotus is that it removes negative buffs. So I think that removes Fatal Bonds, which is also very important, and slow from Lifestealer.
Oh boy, Liquid.
But it's pretty moot now. Mid-rack's gonna take a little bit of a beating.
Yeah, at least they've still got the tier 2 towers on the top and bottom, but yeah, you see the pings from AF? Yeah. They're pinging the tier 4 towers like, can we do this? They reckon they can do it. Maybe next time trying to find a pickoff, but he doesn't get one, so maybe if they did, they would have forced the issue. But Liquid are all respawning up now, so it is time to back out. They have claimed the mid-racks, and the first base objective against Liquid.
Yeah, not very many cooldown and buybacks available for either side here. It's just the 2 cores for both sides that have it. Mostly a couple of 100 gold required for anyone, so if there's a big team fight, should actually be fine, but you don't want to risk something like this going late.
Yeah, you need to have as much life as possible. Many lives as possible, I should say.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if Liquid are fighting in the position they know they're going to, which is inside their own base.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no reason to be risky. I'd Finem just take a Rax. They want to just move back and play it safe.
If they can actually slip in and grab Roshan, this can be even bigger. Like, Liquid need to have the Aegis and the Cheese. They need both of these things in order to try and win the next fight. The Miracle can add pressure to the top lane. They can relocate him down if they really need. Tiny.
Yeah, and he's going Assault Cuirass, so doesn't have that devastating cleave damage yet. Which you normally see when Tiny's mostly go Aghanim Scepter, I guess.
Get any advantage they can for Auras in the fight. And yeah, they're gonna slip in. Exorcism's off cooldown in 1 second time, and Thug is definitely gonna commit to this. The top lane is pushing in quite heavily. The second no one defends this, AF, Liquid, they know. Like, the Dire Observer was already watching this movement in. But Roshan's almost down, maybe next time. He's the one trying to TP out, and Mind Control goes on the hill. Oh, Matumba! He did the clap, he didn't blink in. It was the best thing for him at the end of the day. As top lane, Io can't relocate him out. Maybe next time's movement caught them perfectly. Miracle will just Shadow Blade run away.
Actually, no stuns available for the guys who are hanging around. Mind Control's on the high ground. Wasn't able to get down fast enough, so... Surprisingly, Finem being the team that manages to catch the highly mobile Liquid squad.
Well, they just moved really early. Like, that has to be pretty ballsy. Like, you take maybe next time your gem carrier, and you throw him to the top lane. You say, yeah, we don't need a Riki Maru to finish up Roshan. That's a lot of confidence. Liquid doesn't just relocate and have a 5-on-4 then.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Team Liquid. It's a rough position. They almost had it back to 0 in the net worth advantage. They were 8.5 away. Now they're about 10.5 away. The experience for a moment the line touched 0. Basically just they made the Grand Canyon side on view.
If you think about this going late game, it's quite an interesting matchup. Like, so many of the heroes for Liquid scale very well here. Omni Knight is really, really poor at the moment. Wisp is really poor. With a lot more items, game could be super interesting in like the 60-minute mark.
But that would require AF to have a bit of a balls up when they try and push. That would require Liquid to get the upper hand on them. Maybe that'll be possible once Matomaman's completed up his BKB. It'll be a lot more free to run around in the engagements.
He just seems super poor. I mean, they all seem super poor, I guess. He's only got 12,000 net worth. Like, the Death Prophet is 50% more net worth than him. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, they're still down by a fair chunk of towers, not to mention the buildings that got mopped up. The racks in the mid.
Dire's top tower is under
Here
Yeah,
comes the
like,
push.
once again. Just like, his net worth is always so good. Like, I think that's probably like the biggest indicator of their success. It's just how good is Thug's net worth every game.
Miracle's preparing for the fight. Remember that Gem of True Sight hovering over on the Rikis. They do have detection if Miracle wants to try and jump in. Madara just walks up high ground, and now Miracle starts to punch. They force up him up, means he can rage and he can hit by the avalanche. The rock will drop in. A relocate very quickly pulling Miracle out, but Omni Knight caught in the Lotus Ball point protection in the middle of the upheaval. Just didn't have the movement speed. They see mind control, and this could be it. AF are inside the base. The relocate had to pull the Aya back in again. He was the one that saved Miracle before. The Liquid still have their 2 cores, but they are most definitely down 2 lanes of racks.
Yeah, really nice cheese happening by the Death Prophet there. Keeping the exorcism going.
Oh, Miracle. Dragged in. Avalanche toss. He's dead. GG. Team Liquid. Removed from the ESL 1 Genting qualifier. AF, in the same spirit as the Boston qualifier, have 2-0 convincingly Team Liquid.
At least Liquid are going to make their 5 o'clock appointments.
That is very true. We'll have our 5 o'clock appointment too, so yeah, don't turn off your